Welcome. My name is Andrea Fernandez, and I am the Director of Advising in the Hairston College of Health and Human Sciences. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We are excited to share all of the awesome things going on in our college and with our program. Today, we're going to just share information with you about the majors that we have and about the things that we have going on in the college. And we'll give you an opportunity to ask questions or share any comments you would like to share with us. But first, I'd like to introduce our Interim Associate Dean, Dr. Anna Lee.
Good afternoon, everyone. Again, thank you for joining us this afternoon. I am Anna Lee. I'm the Interim Associate Dean for the College of Health and Human Sciences, as well as a professor of psychology. And so our college has many different departments and degree programs. So I want to take a moment and let some of the other leadership in our college introduce themselves to you. We'll start with the School of Nursing.
Good morning, everyone. I am Shalita Griffiths. I bring greetings from the School of Nursing from our Interim Director of Nursing, Dr. Amelia Davis, and our Director of Student Services within School of Nursing, Ms. Titilayo Evans. They had prior appointments today, so I am here representing the School of Nursing. I am the academic advisor for pre-nursing students, and I also teach student success, freshman student college success. So welcome. We're glad to have you here today.
Thank you. Speech.
I'm an associate professor in the speech program, which is actually transitioning to health communication. We have two concentrations, which include speech language pathology and audiology. And currently it's speech communication or communication studies, but in the future it will be health communication studies. So I look forward to this presentation.
Thank you. Social work.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Or may I say good afternoon. I am Dr. Lisa Workman. I am the program director for the undergraduate program in social work. I am so excited that you are interested in joining us and truly look forward to getting to know you better, just finding out all about you and you finding all about our program.
Thank you. Sociology.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jeanette Wade. I'm one of the sociology faculty here on campus. Our program is rich in health disparities and medical sociology, and I'm excited to hear from everyone today.
Thank you. And we also offer degrees in health services management. Dr. Fernandez is also representing today, and in the field of kinesiology. Also, if you're interested in exercise science, sports science, kinesiology would be the department for that. So we'll get started with our PowerPoint presentation. And as we start, let me add that our interim dean, Dr. Ongeri, was unable to join us today. However, she does send her greetings and best wishes. So we are the Hairston College of Health and Human Sciences. We're dedicated to excellence and committed to health. So our college, which the full title is the John R. and Kathy R. Hairston College of Health and Human Sciences. John and Kathy Hairston are distinguished and dedicated alumni who have provided support for the mission of this college, which is to distinguish ourselves in terms of education, scholarship, and community engagement. We do this through exemplary teaching, devoted mentoring, and using an interdisciplinary approach to research. We're also dedicated to service to both our students and the community. We intend and continue to promote health and wellness, and we focus on health equity, particularly serving individuals who have been underserved. So I'll just touch on a few of our core values. One, we offer a very supportive environment. Our faculty and staff are dedicated to ensuring that our students reach their goals and in a supportive way, in that we are here for students on their educational journey, not only to provide the academic support that you need, but also to provide students with a well-rounded experience as they think about their future career. We engage in interdisciplinary research. As you briefly heard and you'll hear more about, we have several different departments in our college, and these departments work very collaboratively. So you will get a chance, even if you are in a particular major, you may want a minor in another field, or you may just want to take other courses to complete your experience. We also focus on ethics and integrity. And so as you could imagine, based on your career goals, any career you go into, ethical practices are important. And so this college makes sure that we train students to be both ethical and to have integrity in all that they do. Our teachers are innovative in the classroom. We constantly encourage and our faculty engage in training to continue to evolve and elevate their teaching practices. We're also responsive to workforce needs. So education is important, but one of the goals of obtaining a college degree is to be prepared to enter the workforce. And so we definitely provide experiences and support to ensure career placement at the end of this academic journey. And then our community partnerships. We're dedicated to serving not only our surrounding community in Greensboro, but also we want to ensure that wherever our students go, they maintain and continue to promote social justice and equity for all. So just a few highlights. We've had tremendous growth. In 2016, our college was officially established as the College of Health and Human Sciences. Currently, we are the largest college on campus with over 2,000 students. You can see that from fall 2020 to fall 2021, our enrollment increased by 11%, and we continue to grow. Currently, we have 9 undergraduate degree programs, which you'll hear more about in a moment, and we currently offer 3 graduate degree programs. 2 are in our Department of Social Work, and 1 is in the Department of Psychology. Some of our points of pride, as I stated, we're the largest and fastest growing college on A&T's campus, and we are a top producer of healthcare graduates. 3 of our programs, kinesiology, nursing, and psychology, are among the top 10 most popular across the entire campus. We're also home to the best nursing school at a public HBCU with a 91% licensure pass rate and 100% job placement. So with that, I will turn it over to Dr. Fernandez to tell you a little bit more about our college and the degree programs we offer.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. So as Dr. Lee mentioned, we have 9 undergraduate programs and 3 graduate programs. And so whether you are trying to obtain skills for your chosen profession or you're just following your passion to help people, all of our degrees in the Hairston College are designed around making connections as you learn. So health services management is our newest department. That major came on board in the fall of 2020. And we want to always make sure that we're in alignment with what's going on in the workforce, and health services management is continuously growing. It ranks #1 in the best business jobs and #4 in the best 100 jobs, according to US News. And so that program provides students with the knowledge and core competencies in health systems, healthcare leadership and management, healthcare economics, healthcare technology, and health services research, just to name a few. It's a very broad field, and we're excited about that program. Dr. Jason Mose, who could not join us today, is the director of that program. In addition, we have the Department of Kinesiology, and this department prepares students for careers in a variety of sports, fitness, and recreation environments. And we're really excited because we now have a new strength and conditioning lab. So students not only get the opportunity to learn in the classroom, they have the opportunity to also have hands-on experiences. There are 2 concentrations in this major. One is exercise science, and the other one is recreation and sports management. So our department, or school rather, of nursing. So I just wanted to share this little tidbit that nurse practitioner ranks number 2 in US News top 100 best jobs. And so we have different options for the nursing program. We have the accelerated program, traditional pre-licensure program, RN to BSN, and dual enrollment ribbon option. So most students who are coming in from high school will be following the traditional pre-nursing licensure program. So that traditional nursing program, you start in pre-nursing, and then after 2 years, you move into upper division. You have to apply for that, and you have to be able to get into upper division. The requirements for upper division are a GPA of a 2.8 or higher, but it is important to note that the average GPA of the students who are admitted into upper division is a 3.5, so it's very competitive. In addition, you must earn a grade of C or higher in all of your nursing prerequisite courses on the very first attempt. That's really important for you to remember. Sometimes when students don't know that and they come into the program and they get a C- or a D, and they're heartbroken that they cannot make it into upper division. However, we do have an option for students who aren't able to follow this traditional route. And I'll tell you about that in a second. In addition, you must have your CNA license, and you must have taken the TEAS test, and your results must meet or exceed the national mean. And so those are all the things that you need to have to be able to make it into upper division. Some students, understandably, they're not able to make it into upper division because it is very competitive, and a small number of students do make it into upper division. However, if you still want to pursue your dream of becoming a nurse, you can follow the accelerated nursing path. What that means is that you would major in something else. A lot of nursing students choose to major in health services management because they feel like it's closely connected. And there are certain classes that you have to take in addition to whatever major you choose to make it into the accelerated program. If I'm not mistaken, Ms. Griffiths, I think it's 9 courses. Is that right? And so 5 of those courses are already part of the health services management curriculum. So a lot of students who are not able to make it into upper division will follow the health services management path. And once they get their degree in health services management, they apply to get into the accelerated program. And that program takes 1 whole year from January to December. But the good thing is, in 5 years, you can have 2 degrees. So those students will have a bachelor's degree in health services management and in nursing. Then we have psychology. So as you may know, psychology students examine the science of human behavior and mental processes. And so all of the skills that you will learn from psychology will help to prepare you for graduate degrees in psychology, education, law, medicine, criminal justice, business, just a plethora of options. And the good thing about this major is that they offer a minor in psychology. So you could major in social work and get a minor in psychology while you are here. When you minor in something, you have to have about 18 credit hours in that minor to be able to graduate with a minor. And we are excited also that the health psychology program is going to start this fall. And it's a brand new program, and the new degree will complement your psychology degree. So you could come in as an undergraduate in the psychology program and go all the way through to get your master's, or any other major really. You can come in as a social work major, sociology, or even outside of our college, but you can still stay here at A&T and get your master's in health psychology. So sociology, I find sometimes that students aren't sure what that is exactly. So it's the study of human social relationship activities and social structures. And so that degree really helps students to hone their critical and analytical thinking skills, writing ability, self-awareness, and their cultural competence. So some of just a few, because I have some more options to share with you later, but a few options for include law enforcement, public health analyst, market research analyst, and this major also offers a minor as well. Then we have social work. So social work is a practice-based profession, and it promotes social change, human rights, and empowerment of individuals, families, and communities. And social workers practice in a wide variety of settings, from educational settings, a hospital. There are many, many paths you can take. In addition to our bachelor's of social work, we have a social work master's and PhD program that is a joint program with the University of North Carolina at Greensboro, UNCG, right down the road. And so students from both campuses take classes either at A&T or at UNCG. And you can go all the way through that master's program into the PhD program and obtain your PhD in social work as well. So we have speech pathology and audiology, and that program prepares students to advance to graduate school and become clinicians in that field. And according to US News, speech language pathologist ranks number 10 in the top 100 best jobs. And we also have speech communications program that prepares students for a wide range of communication positions in a plethora of different fields, from law, journalism, education. And as was mentioned earlier, the speech communication program is transitioning to a health communication program. So health communication is the study of how health information is generated and disseminated, and how that information affects us as individuals and our community groups, as well as institution and public policy. And so, as you can see, there are just so many options under this umbrella of health, and we are trying to prepare our students for all of the opportunities in that field. And so once we switch to health communication, the speech pathology and audiology and the speech communication programs will be a part of that program. So this is just a list of a variety of opportunities that would be available based on the major that you choose. I'm not going to read all of them, but you could just take a look at them or maybe take a screenshot. So as you can see with health services management, you can do anything from becoming a nursing home administrator to a health quality improvement manager. So many options there. With kinesiology, if you're going to follow the exercise science path, you can be an exercise physiologist or a strength and conditioning coach. If you choose the other route, which is recreation and sports management, you can work in sports marketing or be a corporate wellness coordinator. With psychology, crisis prevention counselor. Often students who major in psychology go on to law school. And if you choose to get a graduate degree in psychology, you can become an industrial psychologist, forensic psychologist. It's really just endless, the opportunities you'll have in that field. And nursing, right? So we all think about nurses in hospital, but a lot of them have specific things that they focus on. So you can be a critical care nurse, or you could be a nurse midwife, or work in a variety of different environments like a school or a hospital or a private practice, or open a practice of your own. And for sociology, options include going to law school to become a lawyer, a media planner, or law enforcement. Social workers, as you know, they work in a variety of different fields. You can be a child and family social worker. Some social workers become therapists or counselors or professors and researchers. Additionally, for speech communication, options include being a lobbyist or a media relations specialist. And for speech language pathology, like I said earlier, most of those people, they go on to get a graduate degree and they can work in hospitals, residential care, or become a professor or researcher. So in the college, it's really important to us that our students are engaged. And so we do provide a lot of leadership opportunities. Our students in the college, they're a part of student government. We have our own clubs and organizations within the college, and there are leadership opportunities there. Several of our majors require that you have a clinical or some sort of field work or internship. So that opportunity is there for you to kind of get your hands dirty and learn more and work within the field you're interested in. There are research opportunities and study abroad as well. And that's of course available to everyone at the university. We also have town halls because your voice is important to us. So we want to know what you're thinking, what you're dealing with, any issues or any awesome things that are going on that you want to share with us. So we try to have a town hall at least once per semester, just to get your feedback and kind of take the temperature of where everybody is and how things are going. The Office of Career Services, they have 2 career fairs for the entire university every year. And we just started having our own health career fair as well. The Office of Career Services, they help us with that. And we really want to continue to grow that. Currently, we've only been having it one semester, but we want to start having it in the spring and the fall so that all of the employees that come to that, they are there for our students in the healthcare field. And finally, community engagement, as Dr. Lee mentioned earlier. So the last thing I want to share with you is information about our February 1 scholars. This just started last year. So we just had our first cohort to start last fall. And this program is named after the Greensboro 4. And it is a full ride to the university. And the criteria include being a high achieving high school senior, be a competitive applicant for admission as a freshman in the fall semester. We only take students who are coming in the fall, not this spring. You have to be a US citizen or a permanent resident, and you have to be on course to graduate from high school in the spring semester prior to admission. And then you must have a cumulative GPA of at least a 3.75 on a 4.0 scale, a minimum of 1270 on the SAT or 27 on the ACT. And that was optional, as you know, for the fall 2022, but moving forward, that would be the requirement. And only 3 colleges on campus have this awesome opportunity. So the College of Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, the College of Education, and of course, the College of Health and Human Sciences. So we have already selected the students who will be our February 1 scholars this fall. However, if you're a junior and you meet the criteria and you're interested, please take advantage of this awesome opportunity. Who would not want to get a full ride to college? So take advantage of that, please. And that's all I have. So I just want to give you all an opportunity now to ask questions and we will try to answer them for you.
All right, it looks like we've already started getting some questions into the chat already. So it looks like here, the first one we will tackle is, if you do not get into nursing your freshman year, which pathway can still be taken to still be on that track? And then kind of a follow-up to that is, will they still be able to apply for the upper division?
Ms. Griffiths?
Okay, so we encourage you to come in as a pre-nursing student. If you do not get admitted as a pre-nursing student, typically those students do not do pre-nursing, do not do nursing. We will look at a student on an individual basis just to see if they meet all of the criteria and are an okay candidate for nursing. And then at that point, you can follow the track and, like you said, apply for upper division just as our pre-nursing students do. But it's encouraged to get admitted as a pre-nursing student as opposed to trying to do nursing in a different major. It's very, very competitive. That's why you want to be in pre-nursing from the beginning. Do a really good job to set yourself up for upper division nursing.
Awesome, thank you. And then a couple questions I've noticed in the chat as well is, could you explain a little bit about the Noble Place, and then when will they hear applications about the LLC for the Noble Place?
Okay, so the Noble Place is the School of Nursing's living learning community. It's a community where it's just consists of pre-nursing students. We have about 40 slots. That is done through housing. Once you do your housing application, you will be able to do the living learning community application for whatever living learning community you're interested in. And for nursing, same. And we will look at those applications, and we're looking at them really early this year as opposed to previous years. So go ahead, if you're interested at all in the Noble Place living learning community, by all means, go ahead and do your application. Now, the community itself has been pretty stagnant these last couple of years due to Corona, due to COVID-19. We haven't had a lot of activities or done a lot because of social distancing and things like that. So hopefully we're getting back to some sort of normalcy where we can pick up and remain and start back doing activities within the Noble Place.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Looks like the next one we have here is a student talking about, do we have any programs that are focused in forensic psychology?
So the psychology program, the undergraduate program in psychology, is meant to give students a very broad knowledge base, but you do have options to take courses in more specific areas, such as forensic psychology. And so we would also encourage, if you're interested in forensic psychology, which is the bridge sort of between criminal justice and psychology, we would encourage you to also take some introductory courses from the criminal justice department as well. Typically, if you're interested in forensic, you would need a master's degree. So after completing your bachelor's, you would apply for a forensic psychology master's program. So overall, the psychology degree is broad, and you go into graduate studies to really hone in on a specialization.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. A couple questions that we've noticed in the chat also are reference to scholarships, so specific department scholarships. If any of you all would like to go into detail about any of the department scholarships that maybe your programs do offer.
In terms of scholarships, there are the university scholarships, but departments can sometimes offer scholarships as well. Would you like to say a few words about that, Dr. Lyons, who is our chair of kinesiology?
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Lee, and good afternoon, everyone. Right now in the Department of Kinesiology, we do not offer scholarships, unfortunately, right now for incoming freshmen. However, once you accumulate 60 hours or earn 60 hours here at the university, we do, which is typically like your junior year, right? Your junior status. And so after 60 hours, you can be considered for one of our kinesiology departmental scholarships. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. And so there are, in addition to February 1, I encourage you to check out our website for the other scholarships that we offer as well. Oh,
Great.
Dr. Wade?
I just wanted to add that a less known source of funding is working as a research assistant. So when you get here, a lot of the faculty is actively collecting data and doing different research projects. So I would really recommend making relationships with professors so that when they have the opportunity to fund you, they will.
Thank you for adding that.
Can I dovetail off of that,
Mhm.
please? Thank you, Dr. Wade. Great information. I would suggest strongly to any freshman is to become engaged and involved within your major. You know, most majors in our department have a majors club, for example, which allows you the opportunity to get to, number one, you know, to get to know professors, to get to know your peers, but also, you know, assume some roles and do some various different things within your department. You know, for us in kinesiology, you know, we've been doing it, but we've made a real intentional effort to, for example, take students, have students do their research and have students travel to conferences. You know, most of these conferences are in state, and from time to time, you know, we will, you know, funding. If the funding is there, we will allow students. We can't provide funding for students to travel out of state for conferences. But my point is this: is that coming in the door, so to speak, become involved and ask questions. If you don't know, ask. This is going to be one of the linchpins of your success, is coming in and getting involved early and often. And those things, I believe, if you have that mentality that you want to be a part of something, right? You'll do well here at A&T. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Dr. Lyons. Another question that we have here is more focused on double majoring, specifically within social work and health service management. And I guess to just talk about for all the programs, specifically, how easy or how difficult is it to double major in some of these programs?
Dr. Workman, would you like to talk about the specifics of social work?
Sure, of course. So social work, we are a nationally accredited program, and that's at our bachelor's and master's level. So our workload, it is difficult. It is not easy. So it will take a lot of time and commitment. You are also, during your senior year, you're required to complete.
Am I the only
There's a
one?
lot of
Dr.
time.
Workman, you were going in and out a little bit.
Oh, no, okay. I'm sorry about that. I apologize.
That's okay.
I hope this is better. With social work, we are a nationally accredited program. Therefore, our curriculum, it is very rigorous. We really believe in what we're doing and the purpose for what we're doing, because we are working with human capital. So we want to ensure that our students are definitely prepared to secure employment and be an extremely effective social work practitioner upon graduation. So we do not offer a minor in social work, but with social work, you are allowed to minor in other areas. One thing that is going to be extremely important for you to do if you are interested in minoring in another major, so please let your academic advisor know as soon as you meet your social work academic advisor. That way we can work with your schedule, because there are options in your curriculum where you can take elective courses, and we would want to fill those spaces with whatever minor you're interested in obtaining. So that is going to be the first thing, but we will try as best we can to assist you with navigating that process, and we will connect you with someone in whatever major you'd like to minor in, so that we can make sure you're getting all of the required courses and it doesn't set you back.
And another thing to strongly consider, if you are interested in a minor or a double major, you need to speak to that additional major or minor department as soon as possible. You want to make sure it won't add additional time to your degree completion. And so there may be ways for you to take courses in the other area you're interested in without it adding additional time for you to complete your degree.
Thank you, Dr. Lee and Dr. Workman. Another question specifically more for you, maybe Dr. Workman, is could you expand a little bit on the partnership for that JMSW program between A&T and UNCG?
So we have a joint program with our MSW program. And so a lot of the classes and the professors, they teach across both campuses. And your field placement is, again, across both campuses. So once you are admitted to actually both of the programs. And your classes are taught and held on both campuses. So it is truly a joint program, but you're really working together, and you have a benefit of learning about UNCG and experiencing other faculty members and some of the benefits of working with UNCG, but you'll also have that great added benefit of being an Aggie and working with North Carolina A&T State University and getting the rich experience and education that we offer with our faculty members and in our programs. So we are excited about that program. It is a great program. And also what we do as just a part of an introduction to the joint aspect of the two universities in our bachelor's program. In our internship area only, we do offer the joint experience of working with UNCG also. So we have a nice, rich relationship with that university, but you will really begin to see and experience the greatness that is offered by our North Carolina A&T faculty and how we truly partner, which is what we do in social work, with other entities. So just really excited, great program. All of our faculty, we get along well and really try to make that process work to the best of everybody's experience. So.
Awesome. Thank you, Dr. Workman. Really appreciate that. I also have my wife that also went through the JMSW program as well. So she always raves about how incredible the program was. Another question that we do have are opportunities for study abroad through this program. So if anyone can talk about kind of the study abroad options for students that are interested in the college.
Well, the study abroad program is available to everyone, regardless. Now, I don't know, perhaps Dr. Lee could let me know. I don't know if anyone from our college, well, I do know actually in speech, Dr. Deanna McQuitty, she has taken a group. I'm not sure where they go, Dr. Onsoma, you may be able to let me know that, but so some professors do take students on these study abroad opportunities, but really, you could, as a student, just go to the study abroad office just to let them know you would like to participate, and then you can work with them to decide where you want to go and when, because you can just do it in the summer or you can do it for a whole semester. So you'd be taking classes at an institution wherever you choose to go. And I also know that you have to do it by your junior year. You cannot do it in your senior year. And my understanding is that because sometimes it might take too long for your transcripts to get back, and we don't want to delay your graduation.
And also in the Department of Psychology, we've had opportunities. We've had a faculty member take students to Ghana. And so these can be, as they said, please go to the study abroad office, but you have a lot of options. There are some faculty who take students over spring break, or you could do a semester-long experience or a summer experience. So even if it's getting to be crunch time and you don't think you can take a whole semester, you may be interested in doing a spring break long, study abroad, and that's also an option.
Awesome. Thank you very much, everyone. And then I had one other question from a student that was just, I think, looking more for scheduling purposes. Being a pre-nursing student, do you think that I will be able to be a part of the marching band? I guess just with scheduling and everything, is that possible?
That's a very good question. And yes, you can be a part of the marching band, but it's up to you how successful you are. You have to be super, super disciplined in order to, be successful as a pre-nursing student and in the band. I do have students that are in the band right now, but band is very, very demanding, as is nursing and pre-nursing, in the sense that you want to do really well in your prerequisites so that when you apply for upper division, you can get in. So you can do it. It's very, very demanding with both, and you just have to be very disciplined from day one of classes. And we can talk, if you're already a pre-nursing student and you're in band, then we can talk more about that later, one-on-one. Can be done, you determine that.
So thank you, Dr. Evans. One more question that I did have was, is it more competitive applying for the February 1 scholars as a junior? Would we have to take the SAT or the ACT, as well as when do the applications open up again?
So there are several parts to that. So I just want to make sure. Now, the honors department, they handle that whole process, but so I'm not exactly sure of when the applications are available. Now, I know that we review them like at the beginning of February to get those students in. So my guess is it's probably sometime maybe August or September that they open that, but we can verify that information. And
your senior year of high school, that's when you apply, during your senior year of high school in that fall time. That's when the applications would be open. And so, and as Dr. Fernandez said, that's through the honors college. And so through our honors program, excuse me. And so then a full committee across campus reviews these applications and rates them. So please check our website for the specific dates.
Was there another part to that question that we missed?
No, that was actually all.
Okay.
Yeah. And then looks like the last couple questions we have, because I know we're running short on time, is can you choose where to study abroad?
Yes, the study abroad office has many different options. And so there are different programs you can choose from. If you're doing a semester long, there are many different countries you can choose to go. So that will be up to you.
And just to add to that, every country is not available, but you can choose from the countries that we have that relationship with. I know things slowed down a lot during COVID, but I do believe that they're starting to plan for some opportunities.
All right. And then one of our last questions is the CNA licensure obtained through your prerequisites for pre-nursing?
Yes, it is a prereq for pre-nursing, and that's something that you will get from your the first summer after your freshman year. We'll talk about this when you're here. You want to be in a CNA 1 program, if not now, by then, so that you'll be ready to apply for upper division in that following year. So yes, it is required.
Thank you, Dr. Evans. And then one final one, it looks like, are there any business-focused psychology programs?
So when it comes to psychology, if you're interested in business as well, we recommend that you potentially minor, take at least 18 credit hours in your area of business of choice. We also have what we call industrial organizational psychology. That's the bridge between business and psychology. And we do offer a course in that. But if you want more of a background in business, you could minor through our College of Business.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone, for your questions.